Hello, everybody. This is why we don't. This is why. This is why a half an hour is not going to be enough time for this quiz.
Your mustache. I'm
keeping all of this. I'm keeping all of this. Like people are gonna understand who we are.
No.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Doug, one half of Major Win. I'm here with Ro, the other half of Major Win.
Hi.
And it's so good to see everybody. I know, as exciting as it was for everybody to see me on there, looking scared to death, like I was in a ransom video, we got a request immediately for you to actually see Ro and to be introduced to her. And really, as you get to know us and everything, we are not as good separate as we are together, I think is the nice way of saying that. I mean, you're fine on your own, but for me, I am not that great without Ro being present. And so it was really nice that when we made that first video, it was just immediately in response to the fact that we saw we had one subscriber and we realized that that was Primo Chemo. And it was just immediate gratitude for the fact that he had been willing to just put himself out there, follow a little bitty, tiny, nothing channel that had no other subscribers, no other content.
He had faith.
He had faith. And you know what, Primo and Spam, that's so who you guys are. We just really appreciate the fact that you're out there living and really care about other people a lot, and it's made a big difference for us. It's why you're one of the few channels that we consistently contribute towards, because we really like to keep that going, and we appreciate you guys so much.
And we like your Friday videos.
We love your Friday videos. We love all the videos that you guys are making. They're so much fun. And two, with that, we also love Darth Thrifter. We really appreciate the fact that you've been so kind and helpful, and thanks for giving us a shout out the other day on your video. That was really awesome. Fun. And we love too. We've been enjoying so many others of your content. John and Jenna, Flippin' Ain't Easy, and you guys jumping in there being so supportive too. And I mean, boy, like we'll be here all day if we just do the list. Oh look, the other member of our family, our dog Leia. She's coming in like a wrecking ball, like she usually does. But Josh Galt, and even too, we have to give a big shout out of thanks to individuals like Daily Refinement, Tech and Sports. And, you know, there's a lot of different names, a lot of different individuals that all contribute something to the community. Daily Refinement was one of the ones that got us motivated to really start to focus in on a process too. So we really, as you get to know us on our channel, we're going to be about highlighting what we've been grateful for and what's really been good for the reseller community, but also for us too. We really we like to focus on the positive stuff. Mm-hmm. It's always nice to focus on what's good. But two, also, we wanted to send a quick message out to Cali Debs. We know this was a pretty monumental weekend. I guess monumental is not the right word. It's a pretty big deal weekend that you just had. We just want to give you a quick shout out of love too. That we're just our hearts go out to you.
We're thinking about you guys.
We love you a ton. So that being said, now that we got all those little intros out of the way, and boy, this is such a weird process, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So weird that we're actually finally doing this. But
we've been talking about it for so long. You guys finally talked us into it.
Yeah, you guys did definitely talk us into it. Well, Ro, we talked about beforehand how we kind of approach this. Do you want to tell them why we even got into reselling and how it got started?
So in 2016, when we got married, it was weird because the KonMari method was so coming up, and we had moved into an apartment together. That our first apartment was rather small, and I realized we had so much stuff, and especially my clothing. I had a lot of pieces that were really, really nice. I just had too much of it, and you know, I wanted to try to sell some of it. So we had talked about it, and he was like, go for it, try selling on eBay. And so I went up, and I had used my eBay account for years, but I had never sold anything on it. So I totally trial and error. I didn't look up how to do it. I stumbled my way through it, but within like 2 days I had sold quite a few of my things, and it was really exciting. And then after I initially sold the things that I felt were worth selling, I donated everything else. We ignored it for months. He was really surprised that I had some success. Not surprised, but like, you were very supportive, and
yeah,
you were like, that's great. Like, he was just really thrilled by it.
I was pleasantly impressed. I was like, okay, that's a thing that we could do. I mean, I've been so part of the just normal working life,
right,
that it's just the idea of branching out, doing something that's a little bit different was definitely not even on my radar.
Well, and it was something that, you know, we had already purchased. It was something that we did see it had value, and we were able to turn around and get some value back out of it. And so then years went by. We ended up moving into a larger place where we did have more space, and we had extra closets, and a closet got filled with stuff.
Yeah. So how we made the leap. So like Ro was saying, she got started selling a lot of local stuff, but then we had some things that just did not sell well locally, and we started to accumulate some things like clothing, which we're really big on now. And before you know it, you get one closet that starts to grow like a little death pile, and then it just grows and grows and grows, and all of a sudden it's like, no, that is the closet. It is the closet now. And so we had started to see some videos in YouTube, which, you know, I'm not a big social media person. You'll find out about me. I'm on a few places, but not really. But YouTube, though, I was going on there every once in a while, and they kept sharing videos with me that were all about reselling and how you could make that into something that you don't just do rink-a-dink and do it every once in a while, but actually you can develop it.
Consistency.
That's a great word for it, consistency, where you really develop a process and you get organized, and then it returns consistent results.
Which I had no processes at all with selling. I had no idea. And so he was really the first one that was like, we can do this as a business. Here's the method that we can try.
Yeah, and so it's kind of interesting that you even highlight that too, that for us now, we're starting to get to a point where we're feeling good about our process. And in fact, we had talked about hopping on YouTube and sharing with the community what we're doing and how we do it and all of how we're organized. And at first we didn't want to do it while we're still figuring everything out. That while it is exciting to share the journey, we just had so much opportunity for improvement across the board where we're looking at things and we were even figuring out which items we wanted to try to sell. And we didn't want to get something started where we go, hey, everybody, we're selling vintage porcelain items that we switch on over and go, okay, well, we're in clothing now. We're in these rare collectibles, all these different things.
So we got into baseball cards. We tried a lot of things, but we're still figuring it out.
Yeah, we still are figuring it out. I mean, we still sell baseball cards, but that was something we thought was going to blow up a lot more. But once everything opened up after, well, actually, we can't say crazy. I'll edit that part out. But after everything happened during
the 2020 scare,
after the 2020 excitement, we realized that wasn't a very good fit for us, and so we have now really zeroed in on the fact that clothing has been very good for us. And so we started making these videos, one, after we got the extra support from all of you. And while we shout out some individual names, pretty much if you're here at this point right now, it's because you've had some kind of impact and involvement with us. And so hopefully we'll have an opportunity to thank you by name for each and every one of you at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
We've got a whole list here, actually, of individuals that we're going to mention. We just can't cover it all in this very compact time frame. But now that we've hit 5,000 items sold, we see consistency in our process. We see results. And granted, we're also making this video at a time when eBay has really been an interesting thing for all of us. And it's been good to watch those that have still been able to maintain consistent success.
Yeah.
But we're also definitely feeling it on our side where we see when the lows happen, it seems to be lining up when lows are happening for us as well. And so it's a nice time now to be a little bit more involved with the discussion, to get insights from you, but also just to share how things are going, because it might be that you need to hear that you're going through a similar experience. Or maybe through us sharing that we'll, on both sides, be able to benefit each other by gaining new knowledge. So as you start to get to know us on our little channel here, just know our goal will be to be two things for you. One, we're going to be your fellow traveler on this adventure as we start to try to break out from just the typical 9-to-5 job. But also, too, hopefully will be a little bit of refreshment, a little bit of a recharge, and we're going to focus on what's positive and what's good. Not to say that we won't ever address any topics that are negative or that
frustrating.
Yeah, that it's all just going to be, sunshine for absolutely everything. If something needs to be addressed, we'll do our best to take it head on. But in general, we want this to be something to where you come, you get a little recharge, we share some fellow perspective, and where possible, we learn and grow. Make it something that's really productive. So again, too, right now where our organization is at, I say organization like it's a big company. where our
You're
little
dreaming big. I
we
like it.
yeah no I'm already there, babe.
Yeah.
Let's get over this. But where we're at right now is that we are feeling good about the process. We just realized we need to revisit consistency for the process. That it's so easy to have one little life disruptor really throw off like the whole day, the whole week. And so what we're really zeroing in on right now is how can we make sure that it's disruption proof as much as possible. We know things will come up, but it's just looking at things going
Disruption-proof.
yeah, disruption proof.
That sounds impressive.
All right. Well, and as is typical, as you'll even notice in the chats, I'm the chattery one, and I know my wife's so kind for the fact that she often just will let me go kind of off on my little tangent. But how are you feeling about that? Am I telling the story right for our very first combo video together?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of where we're at right now, where we want to go, and yeah, the help and assistance we've gotten. Because like obviously even like what Primo said about the square photos, that was really great advice, something that had not occurred to us. We're going to start incorporating that, and just we're trying to get our process much more fluid, and yeah, just working on a bunch of the advice that you guys share too. So yeah, that's a good summary.
Yeah. Oh, and so for us again, you met us. My name's Doug. This is my wife, Ro.
I feel like Spam so much right now. She never sits in my lap this long. I cannot believe.
That's actually true. It's like our little doggy.
She's gonna be her own little Pookie.
If we didn't,
But she's much bigger.
we call him Pookie. Pokey.
Pokey.
Pookie.
Did I say Pookie?
She called your dog Pookie. Oh, that's so funny. Ooh, I'm gonna get sass for that later. That was but no, this is our little dog.
But
Leia.
she's not a lap dog like this.
She's not a lap dog like this.
This
It's
is
almost like
impressive.
she knows.
She's like, I gotta show the people that I'm sweet.
Exactly. She's like, I've got to really put on a show now. But no, we really appreciate all of you, and especially too. Can you believe, babe? We just got started. We produced a little 1 minute and 40-second video like 5
Yeah, that
days
was
ago,
incredible.
and we've got 26 individuals that are like, we'll sub into this and see what
You guys have
what
a lot
happens.
of faith in
It's
us.
like you guys really must like watching like tragedies in slow motion there. But no, it's really nice. We really. I'm saying really a lot, but we super duper appreciate
It was impressive. We were really shocked by the support and the only reason why we're sitting here is because of the support and that you guys clearly have faith in us, and we appreciate that. So we're trying to live up to that.
I like the way you said that. It's really true that for us, as we were talking about even getting started with YouTube videos, we're like, you're just gonna face like a tidal wave of trolls like right out of the gate, and so it's one of those things though too that I think as a couple we really focus on don't be driven by your fears, but be driven by your goals. And so as we looked at all of this, we're like, what is the cool potential that can be the upside here? And is it worth the potential drawbacks? Like even for us, the idea of not being anonymous is really a scary prospect. We're both very introverted naturally. Even though I'm chattery, it's more of a nervous thing. I really prefer to just stay locked in my own little
The
cave.
phrases or the wording is chatty, not chattery.
Chattery.
Chatty. When you said chattery,
Somebody's gonna find it's like Urban Dictionary or something. They'll be like, that's just something weird. But
they'll create it now if it doesn't exist.
it's like the chattery. It's what Doug looks like on a podcast. No, but anyways, we really appreciate all of you, and if you see us for any period of time, you'll find out that I'm pretty gushy. When I love you, it's 100%.
They've seen that in the comments.
They've seen that in the comments. Oh man, yeah, it's always nice when we're not present. Then it's like it's funny. The chat is so manageable today. But anyways, we're already feeling more comfortable just with the fact that we've had so much support and kindness, and that is huge. To help anybody to just feel like they can get out of their comfort zone a little bit, break out into something new. That's a gift that you've given to us. So I really do appreciate you guys. We're so excited for the future. And just know there's going to be a little blank spot in the middle of this video where I cut out a mention of a certain term that happened a few years ago, because we're already learning that YouTube is very particular about every single word that you say. So anyways, we love you guys to the max. We're so excited to see you all.
Be part of the group.
Exactly. But again, to Primo Chemo and Spam Banshee, Flippin' Ain't Easy, Josh Galt, all of those, Darth Thrifter, certainly Darth Thrifter, Callie Debs, Ladybug. I mean, we're going to be naming off all these names. Biff Boffo, Paul Rose. We're just Basket Noodle. We're just going to to be knocking
We'll
out
do
all
credits
these.
at the end.
Yeah,
of
we'll
all.
just do the whole credits. Everybody gets you know what, this is California. Everybody gets a participant trophy, so everyone but anyways, we really do appreciate all of you, and sorry if you know you've been involved in our motivation helping us to succeed and we haven't mentioned your name. Certainly not personal. It's just we're very imperfect. Our memories are very short.
And it's our first video.
And it's our first video. We're very nervous, but you know, as you're involved with us and everything, we'll certainly be paying attention to you as we move
Are you
forward.
done with me? Okay, bye.
Yeah, she's like, bye. See you later. And even like Gina V527. There's so many that have been really great to us. So, anyways, we appreciate you all, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. But thank you so much. Major Win says goodbye and shakes it out. Bye, everybody.